Welcome to this week's edition of Sun News at Noon. I'm Stockton Myers.
And I'm Reagan Morris. Thanks for tuning in. A 22-year-old woman is hospitalized after falling from a second-floor balcony at 605 Place. She is believed to have been intoxicated. St. George police responded to a noise complaint Saturday morning around 1 a.m. in the same building. They were told to divert from that unit and respond to the incident involving the woman falling. She was found breathing but unresponsive. St. George Police Sergeant Tyrell Bangatur says she suffered internal injuries and was rushed to the hospital. A supervisor and detective of the St. George Police Department Investigations Division conducted interviews to determine whether the fall was accidental, suicidal, or an attempted homicide. Bangatur says the officers on the case will follow up with her to get more information when she is in a better state. There were 4 males and another female at the unit. The 4 males were cited in connection with a minor consuming alcohol and possession of marijuana.
Over 70 COVID cases have been reported on campus this week. And with it, a lingering fear resides in many students that their semester will be upended without warning. However, the number could be larger than we know.
COVID-19 is running rampant on campus, and anonymous sources have reported that multiple students are attending classes in person while having COVID-19, ignoring the consequences.
It really is a matter of, concern for your fellow students and concern for the staff, the faculty, professors, everyone that you're in contact with. If you test positive and you just keep that to yourself, which is certainly your option, and you go about your daily life without reporting it, then you're putting everyone else around you at risk of transmitting that disease. It's highly contagious, especially with the new Omicron variant. Very, very contagious disease.
Dr. John Sutherland is a co-director at St. George Regional Hospital's ICU, and he is one of the many medical professionals who has to work in the chaos of a COVID world, even if they don't have the resources to fight it.
For the most part, it's been full and actually overfull. We have patients who are in rooms that should be in an ICU, but they're in regular hospital rooms that aren't equipped to be ICU rooms because we plain old don't have room in the ICU. So our census in the ICU has been about 120 to 130% capacity for quite a while, at least a year.
When COVID isn't taken seriously, the possibility of human lives being lost becomes much more than an inconvenience, as Dr. Sutherland recalls his experience in the ICU the night prior.
It was just a very classic case, a gentleman who, he was very anti-vaccine. When he came into the hospital diagnosed with COVID, he said, I don't want your death shot, he called it, and I don't want the death machine, meaning the ventilator. And unfortunately, he died last night. I had to pronounce him dead from COVID.
By reporting cases to the Booth Wellness Center here on campus, we can help keep those around us, both students and staff, safe. With Sun News Daily, I'm Stockton Myers.
Thank you to Dr. Sutherland for taking time out of his very busy schedule to speak with us about the ICU.
With all the COVID recommendations being thrown at you, remember that Utah can't make you wear a mask. The Utah State Legislature has voted against mask mandates with a vote from the House of Representatives of 45 to 29. This is in response to the local health department's efforts to combat the Omicron variant through mandates. There are, of course, no mandates at Dixie State University, though masks are recommended.
Dixie State University continues to move forward in the name change process to become Utah Tech University. The new logo was finalized last month and will be unveiled May 16th in the university's magazine. Signage on campus will begin to change in May as well as DSU's website. A marketing campaign will also start in May, showcasing the new logo, academic focus, and more information regarding the name change. All these events lead up to July 1st when Utah Tech University becomes official. Students can expect a new look on campus just in time for the fall semester. The St. George campus will be designated as the Dixie campus to recognize the Southern Utah community and honor the Dixie heritage. Additionally, DSU will establish a committee to explore the best way to preserve the culture and history of the institution.
Utah is getting a new state flag, and you can help design it. Governor Spencer Cox and Utah state lawmakers launched an initiative to redesign the state flag. Anyone can submit their ideas for the new flag, and the legislature wants to finish collective ideas by July of this year. The winning designer will work with professional artists to finalize the finished product. The legislature could vote on a new state flag by November. To learn more and submit your flag designs, scan the QR code below.
Dixie State University now has $29,000 more to benefit student scholarships. Last week, 10 adults and 10 youth competed in the live show. The youth runner-up, Charles Taylor, and the adult runner-up, Allie Johnston, were both awarded with $250 checks. The youth winner, Zach Wilhelmsen, won over crowd with his piano vocal and harmonica rendition of Elton John's Piano Man. Vladimir Semilian won in the adult category with a Michael Jackson-inspired hip-hop routine. Both winners received a $500 check. The event raised over $29,000 in proceeds to benefit student scholarships.
Utahns know how to move. A report by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention finds Utah to be the second most active state in terms of physical activity. Experts say the high ranking is important because physical activity can help prevent 1 in every 10 premature death. The agency also reports that physical inactivity is also associated with tens of billions of dollars in annual healthcare costs. Director of the CDC's Division of Nutrition, Dr. Ruth Peterson, shares her opinion about people not taking advantage of the health benefits in relation to staying active. Too many people are missing out on the health benefits of physical activity, such as improved sleep, reduced blood pressure and anxiety, lowered risk for heart disease, several cancers, and dementia, including Alzheimer's disease.
Want to get involved on campus? Here's a look into clubs we have here at DSU.
Our school has many different clubs to suit anyone, such as Olympic Weightlifting, Latter-day Saint Student Association, and the Program Bureau.
One of the benefits of joining clubs, as I've stated before, is that you get to meet people that have the same tastes and passions as you. Even if there isn't a club that has to do with what you're passionate about already, it's always nice to discover what other people like and understand their points of view and other lifestyles. So in a way, it makes you a more open-minded person as well.
Clubs are a great way to get out there, to meet new people, to make friends, and to get to know people who like the same things that you like, or maybe like different things, and to broaden your horizons.
So Program Bureau is Dixie State's premier song and dance group club. So we have Raging Red, which is our audition team, and we have Program Bureau, which is our club, where we just sing and dance all around town and perform different Broadway shows, different pop musicals. We also have music videos as well.
For those wanting to create a new club, the process is fairly simple. Write a mission statement for your club, including how it will function, and find an advisor for your club. Your club will need a minimum of 10 members, and you must set up a BlazerLink portal and join Dixie's Inner Club Council portal. Once you've completed all the requirements, you will be able to present your potential club to the club council. More information can be found on Dixie State's website or by contacting the Vice President of Clubs, Cesar Ruiz, at dsusaclubs@dixie.edu.
I would say the benefits of staying involved is just getting to know what's going on at your school and just being involved in making sure that you stay up to date and make new friends.
I think that clubs is the difference between just going to college and making it the time of your life.
For the Dixie Sun, I'm Kelsey Lundstedt.
Clubs are definitely that next step after just academic requirements that allow us to kind of grow together and be able to truly be students here at DSU. I got to meet a lot of the esports club last week, and it was just such a cool thing to see their community.
For sure, and I cannot believe how many club options there are. There are so many out there, and it's so easy to create your own. So if there's not one that exists for you, just make one.
Make one. After the break, Max will fill us in on DSU's victories in sports.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. So if you're looking for me, then you better look down where there's tall palm trees and shopping sprees. Sip my ties and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me.
Welcome back, Trailblazers. Let's jump right into this week's DSU Athletics. Men's basketball captured another conference win as they took down Chicago State on the road 79-65. Hunter Schofield led DSU in scoring for the third consecutive game, finishing with a game-high 23 points while also pulling down 7 rebounds in 28 minutes of play. All the starters for the Trailblazers played well in the Windy City, as 4 out of 5 of them scored in double figures. Dansell later was a especially bright spot alongside Schofield, as he finished with the game's only double-double, putting in 13 points and grabbing 11 boards. DSU will do a little Texas two-step this week in the Lone Star State as they face down Sam Houston State tonight and Stephen F. Austin Saturday afternoon. Women's basketball was shorthanded last Saturday at the Burns Arena due to COVID, as the Lady Trailblazers only suited up 7 players to take on Chicago State. The lack of depth didn't stop DSU from taking home a win in conference play 82-70. Shaniza Davidson saw another great day on the hardwood, finishing with her first double-double of the season. The point guard poured in 24 points and grabbed 10 rebounds as well in her 37 minutes of play. Brianna Gillum also logged 37 minutes, contributing 16 points and 7 rebounds. Knowing that every member of the team needed to contribute to find a win, DSU found another double-double from Emily Isaacson. She was able to add 13 points and 12 rebounds to help secure a victory. The Lady Trailblazers will have a 2-game stint at home this week as they take on Sam Houston State tonight at 7 p.m. and Stephen F. Austin on Saturday at 3 p.m. Women's swimming took home the dual victory in their final home meet of the season last Saturday, January 29th. After winning 9 different events, the Trailblazers got the win 147-115 over the Vandals of Idaho. A couple different members of the DSU team finished the day with victories in more than one event. Freshman Paulina Sensores took home 3 different victories as she won the 1,000-yard freestyle, the 500-yard freestyle, and the 200-yard individual medley. Junior Kyrie Nichols also had a productive day as she won the 50-yard freestyle and the 100-yard freestyle. The Trailblazers will finish the regular season at the UNLV First Chance Invite Saturday, February 12th. Going back to the basketball team, you guys, both men's and women's, it's a very exciting time for our campus, and they have a lot of really big-time WAC conference games coming up on their schedule. So have you guys been to any basketball games this season?
I have, actually. I've been to a couple, and they have been nothing short of insane, especially the one against SUU. Southern Utah Showdown, that one was crazy.
I sadly haven't had a chance to go see any of our basketball games yet, but I have a soft spot for basketball considering my name. I'm named after a Utah Jazz player, and yeah, thanks, Mom.
Well, Stockton, I'll tell you what, you need to go, well, especially when UVU comes down in a couple weeks, that's the game everybody needs to go to.
I'll do it.
And that's it for this week's edition for Sun News at Noon.
We will see you here next week, same time, same place.
Have a great week, Trailblazers.